My ex from 9 years ago called me out of nowhere. I need your kidney, she said. I laughed. Ask someone else. Your body hasn't rejected one in 9 years. It's not for me. Her voice cracked. It's for my son. He's 9. Please. For 4 seconds, I almost felt bad. Then I remembered who I was talking to. Celeste, I'm sorry about your kid. But no, she hung up. An hour later, a knock. It was Celeste and my brother Lennox. We need to talk, he said, shoving past me. Celeste followed, crying. He's dying. You're a match. Why are you here, Lennox? Helping someone who actually needs it, he snapped. They tag-teamed me for an hour. Celeste sobbing, Lennox calling me a coward. Finally, she looked at me and said, you're going to donate whether you like it or not. That week, they showed up everywhere. Lunch, office, even a Zoom meeting with my CEO. Celeste, dragging a pale boy in a hospital mask. This is the man who can save your life, she told the kid, loud enough for everyone to hear. My boss stared. Celeste filmed. What's not fair, she said, is letting a child die. By nightfall, I'd gone viral as the heartless guy refusing to save a kid. Then Lennox brought fake legal papers. You can be sued for failure to render aid, he said. I threw him out. Next day, Celeste's whole family stormed my apartment. Parents, grandma, everyone, crying, yelling, demanding I sign consent forms. When I didn't, Celeste made a GoFundMe. My name, my photo, help us convince him to save a dying child. It blew up. 600 shares in 3 days. I blocked her number. That night, she showed up sobbing at 3:30 a.m. They said weeks, maybe days. Please, just get tested. If you're not a match, I'll leave you alone. Fine, one test. Then you're gone. 8 minutes later, Lennox knocked with a kit. 4 days later, results. Perfect match. I stared at them. That's impossible. Lennox grinned. Celeste cried. Why do you even care this much? I asked. Why are you so involved in her kid's life? Silence. How long have you two been together? 8 years, Lennox said quietly. Is the kid yours? Celeste whispered. He's yours. Everything stopped. What? The boy, she said. He's your son. 9 years. They'd kept my own kid a secret for 9 years. I threw them out. Then I just stood there shaking. Memories flooded back. Family parties. The kid who smiled like me. My son, everyone must have known. Mom finally called crying. She admitted she'd suspected but believed Lennox's lies. Later, she said, you should meet him. At the hospital, I saw Oliver for the first time. Pale, thin, but alive. He smiled at me. The same crooked grin I saw in the mirror. Hi, he said softly. We talked about games, pizza, his friends. Then he asked, are you going to give me your kidney? I froze. I left without answering. That night, I researched surgery risks. Read everything. A lawyer confirmed the legal threat was fake. No one could force me. Celeste's mom visited next. She showed me videos. Oliver laughing, playing soccer, alive. I told her I might donate, but not for Celeste or Lennox. For the kid. When I met Lennox alone, he confessed everything. He'd loved Celeste from the start. When she got pregnant, he saw a chance. You stole 9 years from me, I said. He cried. I know, but please save him. I said I'd do it, but we'd never be brothers again. The hospital ethics board grilled me for hours. I told them this was my choice. Then Oliver's health crashed. Emergency approval. That night, I sat by his bed. I'm going to give you my kidney, I told him. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. He nodded. Will you visit after? I promise. Surgery day. 4 hours under anesthesia. When I woke up, everything hurt. A nurse smiled. The kidney's working. He's stable. 2 days later, I saw Oliver again. He had color in his cheeks. Thank you for saving my life, he said. I turned away so he wouldn't see me cry. Weeks later, the three of us sat in a therapy room. Celeste told him the truth. He stared at me. So you're my real dad? I nodded. Are you taking me away from Lennox? No. You just have one more person who cares about you. He was quiet for days after that, then started calling me by my first name. Soon, he'd tell me about school, friends, soccer. Slowly, he let me in. 3 months later, doctors said the kidney was perfect. Oliver went back to school, back to soccer. He said he'd thank me every time he scored. A few weeks later, he spent his first weekend at my apartment. We played games, watched movies, laughed. When he left, he hugged me like it was the most natural thing in the world. Now, I see him twice a week. He knows everything, Lennox. And I coexist. For his sake, I'll never get those 9 stolen years back. I'd never get to see his first steps or hear his first words or take him to his first day of school. But I had the chance to build something with him from this point forward. And right now, that felt like enough.